Welcome to Coin Explorer. All right, folks, brace yourselves because today on Coin Explorer, we're unlocking the secrets of a coin that's been hiding in plain sight, a tiny piece of metal that could hold a shocking value. We're talking about the 1995 Jefferson Nickel, a 5-cent coin that might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Let that sink in. A coin that was once used to buy bubblegum or tossed into parking meters is now being whispered about in collector circles for fetching prices starting from hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases climbing into the thousands or even more under the right conditions. Sound too good to be true? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the mystery, design, history, and jaw-dropping possibilities behind this unassuming American nickel. Let's begin with the basics. The 1995 Jefferson Nickel is part of a long-running series of 5-cent coins in the United States, which began back in 1938. By 1995, this coin was a standard in pockets and purses across the country, but not all 1995 nickels are created equal. This is where it gets exciting. Physically, the 1995 Jefferson Nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable and common alloy meant for everyday circulation. It weighs exactly 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Its original color has a soft silver-gray tone with a slight warm sheen thanks to the copper content beneath the nickel plating. On the obverse side, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers and the third president of the United States. His likeness, crafted by artist Felix Schlag, is iconic. Above Jefferson's head, the word Liberty is inscribed, with the year 1995 right next to it. Look closely, and you'll find a tiny mint mark, either a P for Philadelphia or a D for Denver, just below the date. The reverse side features Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, Monticello. The architectural detail in this tiny design is astonishing, from the steps to the dome. Below the building, you'll find the denomination 5 cents and the words United States of America. Just above Monticello, you'll notice the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. Now here's where it gets intriguing. While millions of these coins were struck, not every 1995 Jefferson nickel is the same. Some coins were minted with tiny but significant errors. These include things like double dies, where design elements appear twice because of a misalignment during the striking process. Others might feature off-center strikes, die cracks, or even clipped planchets, where part of the coin's edge is missing because the metal blank was improperly cut. Each of these minting errors creates uniqueness, and in the world of coin collecting, uniqueness means value. Let me tell you about a fascinating example. In 2022, a collector in Texas came across a 1995 Jefferson nickel with a noticeable double die on the obverse. Jefferson's eye and the word Liberty both appeared slightly doubled under magnification. He had it professionally graded and authenticated. The result? This 5-cent coin, once resting unnoticed in a coin jar, was valued at over $1,100 at auction. And that's just one example. There have also been stories of full-step nickels from 1995, coins where the steps on Monticello are perfectly struck with full detail. These are incredibly rare. Why? Because the dies used to strike coins wear down over time, and fine details like the Monticello steps are usually lost in mass production. A 1995 Jefferson nickel with full steps and no wear in uncirculated condition can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially if graded MS-67 or higher by agencies like PCGS or NGC. And here's the twist. The U.S. Mint never announced a special version of the 1995 Jefferson nickel. That's why finding one in mint condition, or with a rare error, feels like stumbling upon buried treasure. So what should you look for if you think you might have one? 1. Check the mint mark, P or D. Some rare errors are more common from one mint than the other. 2. Examine the steps on Monticello. Full steps equals high value. 3. Look for doubling on letters or Jefferson's profile. 4. Examine the edges for off-center strikes or unusual indentations. 5. Consider getting it graded by a professional service. Remember, condition matters. A 1995 nickel pulled from circulation with scratches and wear may not hold much value, but one stored safely for years, in pristine condition, could change your fortune. Let's talk a bit about the collector's mindset. Coins like the 1995 Jefferson Nickel excite collectors because they offer a perfect storm: familiarity, accessibility, and hidden rarity. Most people overlook them, thinking they're common, but collectors know better. They understand that rarity often hides in plain sight. There's also the historical allure. The 90s marked a transitional time in American history: post-Cold War optimism, a booming economy, and major advances in technology. Coins from this era, especially those with subtle mint errors, now serve as physical artifacts of that moment in time. So why does the market place such high value on a 5-cent coin? Because rarity, condition, and story matter. Owning a high-grade or error 1995 Jefferson Nickel is like owning a miniature museum piece. It connects you to America's past and to a community of people who treasure that connection. And don't forget, professional grading is key. A coin authenticated and certified as MS-65, MS-67, or higher doesn't just prove authenticity, it elevates the coin's status and skyrockets its value. We've seen similar coins go from pocket change to headline-worthy auctions, a 5-cent coin becoming a collector's dream. It's happened before, and it can happen again. So here's your action step. Check your coins. Look through your drawers, jars, wallets, and collections. Examine every 1995 Jefferson Nickel with care. You never know what you might find, and what it could be worth. Thanks for watching Coin Explorer. If you found this video fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with fellow collectors. Who knows? Maybe someone you know is sitting on a fortune and doesn't even realize it. Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and always check your change. Because hidden treasure doesn't always shine. Sometimes it jingles in your pocket.